and a very warm welcome from your host Verbalkin, broadcasting to you from Kronos. It was the NDL semi-finals, Kronos versus Dragon Rejects. Well, I got some very nice attacks to show you. I'm starting off with the Town Hall 9s, which were provided by Miss B. The first one she wanted to show you is number 35. Well, I'll talk you through the specifics of this war. I'm not going to explain what happened on this Town Hall 9. Weagle did a nice hit. Well, it was the semi-finals, and we won, so we are in the finals of the NDL, no dib league. There was some friendly banter against us, from us and Dragon Rejects. We have been a family clan along the way. Well, it happened way before I went to Kronos, so I don't know what happened over there, but there's always been some friendly banter between the two clans, and it took a little highlight at the beginning of this war. Somebody posted something in their Discord server, which, well, wasn't exactly up to date, not exactly true, and, well, we went sort into a meme war. Mem, you call it the Americans, right? Mem. Sort into a mem war. But it's all fixed, it's all done now. Water under the bridge. They're a long time family clan of ours. They have been a family clan of ours. I don't know how it exactly went, but Power COC was involved in there, and somebody split up. And, well, I think the great guys went to Kronos, and the other ones went to Dragon Rejects. So, it was a very good start, but we were triggered as hell. There's no way to motivate us better than to, well, say shit about us in the beginning. Then we all come online, and we all say, well, let's show them in the match what we can do. Well, this is a very good attack. Weagle, he's got a Tesla trap over there, but that's not hurting it a bit. Well, a few Wizard Towers left, but he's got a heal spell left. Will he deploy it? Yes, he will deploy the heal spell. Weird base. It looked nice set up. Well, there's a lot of structures here in the... Still going on, but he's 1 minute 13 left, and all the deaths are gone. Minions are cleaning up nicely. He's got a hound left, a complete hound left, a few loons left. Enemy hound is popping, but that's not going to be a problem. No targets that hound. That will be okay. That hound pops, it will be even more OP. Very nice hit by Weagle, Town Hall 9. We went great on the Town Hall 9s, and we had, well, I have to check. I think we had 3 11 versus 11, and we had over 6 10 versus 10. We had a lot of 10 versus 10. Why did we have a lot of 10 versus 10? Because Dragon Rejects did not put up fresh bases. I can show you here. We got a channel on Discord in which we post interesting bases. This one was from Code Enigma War at Dragon Rejects. They put up this base exactly the same. We found one in the Reddit Omega Swarm War, which was copied. Quite a good base, but we had it. And even a Town Hall 11, which was tripled on stream. Well, if you're gonna put up copied bases, okay, we do that sometimes too, but at least change the traps, because if you're not gonna change the traps, we can always watch the replays and practice it. But, the funny thing is, the fresh bases we meet, we get easier than the bases we have on the YouTube. I don't know why that is, but especially Bow Witch type of attacks, they are so random, there's no way you can do the same hit twice. So we had some trouble with I think the Town Hall 11, which was on the YouTube channel. Bada Bing Clan, the guy from the Bada Bing Clan took it down with a Bow Witch, a very good Bow Witch. We tried it, I think about 4 times, and only the 4th time it was a success. And well, success. Queen was only little alive, and there were 3 witches or something in the end. So we did take it out. I'm going to show it to you later. But it took us 4 attacks from a base we knew, and from a base which was tripled on stream. So it's not that bad at all. But the 110 War Stars, well, I think 106 would be okay as well. But some bases were burnt on YouTube. That's been a discussion, I think, in all leagues now. What do we want? Of course, we want the exposure from the streamers. There are great streamers out there. I do think it's better to watch an attack while it's commented live, and while you're in the war, you feel the excitement of the war. I do like that, but on the other hand, it burns your bases, and if you have matches every week and you should build new bases every week, that's almost impossible to do. I know clans who do that, but there are very few, and even when you compete in 2 leagues, then it's going to be almost impossible to build new bases. You have to be online for your war attacks, you have to build bases. Building a good base takes about, well, I think in basics an hour, and if you really want to tweak it and test it, that is what we do. It will take you about 2 hours to make a good base and have it tested against the most common strategies, and then still somebody from the enemy comes up and puts on a strategy we didn't count on, and the base is going bye-bye. So it's almost impossible to have all new ones, but we had 3. So instead of having a 110, we might have had 107 without the Vits, but we still got it in the end. I think 110 is a score, well, I think most clans get those scores in a dip concept, and we got it in a no dip concept. So I think that's worth a shout out to our attackers and to our planning team. They were online a lot, as said. We were motivated a lot by the inspirational speech. Yeah, well, actually it was in a private Discord chat from their server. It shouldn't have been leaked, but we got it. And well, things you say in private are out of context, are always taken out of context and understood differently than it was meant at the moment. So, Dragon Rejects, we have no problem with you. We think you're a nice clan. You had some very nice attacks. I remember one from Classic, which was a great attack. I think I'm going to show you later on. It was a great attack on a Town Hall 10 very late in the game, a Dragon Raid. And we thought, well, this is never going to work. But it worked out great. Oh, again, I like this setup. Look at those Wiz Towers. Wiz Towers, 4 in a row. Oh, they're playing a game 4 in a row. And it's always hard to see, what are you going to do here? It's a hog raid, it's going to be a hog raid, but the enemy king and queen are outside of the base almost, and he still chooses to attack it from the other side. From the other side, no walk, puts the queen in first, lets the Wizzies funnel a bit. Queen's got nowhere else to go than to that bomb tower, lures out, no, he doesn't lure out the clan castle, lures out the skeletons over there. Skeleton traps come out, but look at that queen is unharmed, and he's already at 11%. Nothing really happened, queen's unharmed, and he comes in with a kill squad from the other side. He puts in a golem. Where the hell does the golem come from? The king is lured away, so his king and the bonus from the clan castle can do a lot of damage unharmed. Whoa, this is a funnel, but whoa, will it be a good funnel? Golem already split up. Clan Castle is a hound, so it won't affect the bowlers much. Bowlers and the kill squad doesn't do much. He has to press king ability. The hoggies are triggering a giant bomb over there. But still 6 hoggies left, and a lot of hoggies go to the Wiz Towers. Yeah, there's some heavy def over there. Heavy def over there, but when those Wiz Towers are gone, the hoggies have almost free play. Another giant bomb is triggered. Well, I think he triggered about 3 of the giant bombs already in a hog raid. He's still got a heal spell left. He's got a poison spell left. But that hound won't do shit. Another giant bomb. He triggered about all the giant bombs in game. Very nice. I think he's got a swag heal over here. He does have a swag heal over here. Well done. Well done, Ground Zero. Well, this base is cleaned up in no time. This is a very steady hit. Look at how many hoggies are alive. King's almost at full health. We don't swag spell. We never swag spell. Somebody forgot to write Ground Zero the memo about not swag spelling. Number 23 was Villa Bronx. What did he do? Weird setup again. A lot of structures on the outside that prevents your looning. Prevents great loon placement. He puts in here a Wizzy and a baby dragon. What's that gonna be about? He puts in his queen. Queen is a walk. 4 healers on the queen. Tesla pops up over there. Puts a Wizzies on the builder huts in the corner. They have free play. Look at how much damage those few Wizzies get. Yeah, well, that's a downside from this setup. The setup is okay against looning, but you get a lot of free percentages by a few Wizzies only. I think he's got about 20 troop space over there from the Wizzies only, and they get about 20% of the base. The rest is only from the queen. The queen decides to go to the top, puts in his wall breakers under a rage. Clan Castle comes out. It's a shitty Clan Castle. Quite common, but completely unpredictable. Sometimes the witch targets a Wizzy, and then your walk is fucked because the witch comes in from the other side. He's got 22 hoggies still. Puts in a Wizzy in the north end. Is he gonna funnel the hoggies from there? Has to use queen ability right now for the enemy queen. Enemy queen's down, clan castle's down, Wiz Towers are down, and here come the hoggies. And the king from the other side. King from the other side. He wants the king to go down. That's why he put that Wizzy over there. Great planning. He's got 3 heal spells left. 1 poison spell left. Heals those hoggies. Yeah, well, if you can see now, there's only one path the hoggies can take. So if you deploy your heal spells right, this can't go wrong. This can't go wrong. You could do this with your eyes closed the 5th time. King takes down with his ability the Dark Elixir tank and that last Tesla. Yeah, well, he's got a heal spell left. Luckily, we don't swag spell at Kronos. We never do that. We agreed upon it. And he's got a poison spell and a heal spell left. Again, very steady raid. From here on, only clean up. And you see, we never swag spell. Come on, fella. You know that. Okay, that's the Town Hall 9s for this raid. I'm going to go to a fresh 10 versus 10 by Chump. Very early in the game. Another nice base. Unpredictable. It's not symmetrical in any way. Takes down the mortars. Well, that's something I see a lot. We see it in the Town Hall 11 raid later on. Mortars exposed in a way you can easily get them with one bullet, and they have no use. I don't know why that's done. He deploys in some loons to clean it up from there. I streamed this one. I did stream this war a little bit because Clash Bashing was supposed to stream. He streamed the beginning of the war, well, which wasn't that interesting. We are always slow starters. We're very slow starters, so halfway the war. Dragon Rejects were about, well, maybe 10 stars ahead of us. Great planning. Velks in there again. Velks in there for the kill squad. But the Velks won't reach the enemy queen. And the queen will stay on the outside. I streamed this hit. I set up the software the afternoon of the war. I thought, well, maybe Clash Bashing is gonna be late, so I tried to set up the software. If nobody's gonna stream the semifinals of the NDL, then I'm gonna do it myself. And I think 2 hours before the war, he wasn't online yet. I think he was busy in real life, so I said, well, I'm gonna stream it for a few seconds. I liked it. Maybe I'm going to do it more often. Maybe I'm going to stream the finals if nobody's interested in streaming it. I think Clash Bashing will be online. We made some good arrangement with him. Nice guy to have. Whoa, that heal spell. Look at the value of that heal spell. He deploys a heal spell over there. And everything until the Whiz Tower, until the bomb tower is healed. And now he's got all those hoggies at full health. And they will be healed and heal. Completely healed when they reach that last Whiz Tower. This is a very OP attack. It was a fresh hit on this base. That was great. Hoggies to that last Archer Tower. This is going to be no problem for Chumpy. All clean up from here on out. Great attack. That's easy with the no dip concept. You can just scroll on to the next attack. Next attack by basic. Yeah, we had some very good hits in here. I think I'm gonna show you the 11 versus 11 later on, which was a very OP walk. We tried it once before with the Town Hall 11. If you look at the channel, the stream is still on there. About 45 minutes of stream. And I explained about 2 or 3 bases which had very good walks, very practiced walks. I showed you the practice once before, and it took you to the planning of those attacks. We normally have about 4 to 5 people online in voice planning. And we have some great attackers over there as well who help out each other. And we tried Town Hall 10 later on. We tried it with dragons, which Town Hall 9 actually got pretty far. Very good plan. And we tried it with Town Hall 10 dragons. That didn't work out because all the skeleton traps were on air. And then we said, well, we're going to do it with miners. So the exact same opener, but with miners. Worked out great. Deploys his king and his queen. And this is standard miner shit. When the miners are not under attack by an Inferno, you can heal them altogether. Deploy 2 rages when they go to the Inferno Towers. You have to be a little lucky that they actually attack the Inferno Towers, and after they attack the Inferno Towers, which are usually protected by the heavy bombs, the giant bombs, you deploy a heal where they all come together, and that is what's done here. There's a bomb tower over there in front of the king. King is still alive. Queen is still alive. King will go down in last raid, but I think the queen will survive the entire raid. Queen will survive the entire raid, and look at how many miners he still got. This is going to be a triple, no problem. Very well done by Basic. Mazza made a lot of these plans. Mazza was online, I think, the whole war, and I think about, well, if we have 7 10 versus 10, he was involved in planning 4, maybe 5 of them. Ast was involved on the Town Hall 11s. He made some great plans, and he attacked some. this is a 100% by basic. Well done. Here's going to the next one, number 19 from Hinzi. I think this was a late one in the war. I don't know whether this base was known. He deploys some archers over there, and the queen with a queen walk from 4 o'clock. Archers for cleanup at the side, but it is a minor raid. It is a minor walk miners. I saw that a lot this war. Walk with miners. Sacrifice your king. Your king doesn't do that much damage, but only takes buildings out. No deaths, but only buildings out. And you got a lot of value from your walk. Ah, damn it. King hits a wall. It would have been better if the king went on. He deploys the last wizzy on the king over there so he can save his queen ability. That's going to be... No, it's going to be no problem. But it's a scary moment. But the queen's completely unharmed. There's no X-bows over there. I think if he would have swapped his king more to the inside and the X-bow to the outside, this tactic is no longer possible. But king is still alive. His own king is still alive. Deploys some miners on that whiz tower. I think when that whiz tower goes down, or almost down. Golem in the clan castle. There are a lot of golems in the clan castle. I didn't see that for about 3 months. No golems in the clan castle, but they get him more often. And look what he does with the loons over there. This is funny to see. This is why he cleaned up over there. Some loons only for the inferno. When an inferno goes down, he deploys the rest of his miners. And from here on you can see a clear pathing. I think he's gonna save the rage for the last inferno. I think he has to heal right about now. Doesn't care about the enemy king. No, deploys his rage in front of the inferno, not under the inferno. A heal and a rage on top of each other. But those two Teslas over there in the middle of the base, and then look at 4 o'clock. Those two Teslas will stay up very, very long this raid. Deploys a baby dragon for the outside builders to keep those damn miners inside. Double bomb over there, but he's got a heal spell on it. Heal spell on the miners, and the miners take down that last inferno tower. Well, that's the tricky part. They got the last inferno tower, but they came from the inside, so now they're stuck on these gold saves, but no longer under the inferno. So this is going to be a success. He's got queen ability left. I think he's going to press it quite well right about now. You shoot, because we need to get those deaths out of the way to group up those miners all together to take down those last two Teslas. Yes, he does use his ability. And you can see the archers which were deployed at the beginning of the raid cleaned up nicely from there on. And now all miners head to those Teslas. It was a bit tricky, but the healers, look at the healers, they healed those miners. So it was gonna be a success nevertheless. Great hit, Hinzi. Another 3-star. Immediately taking you to the next. These were on the low tiers. We got some on the high tiers as well. Motion. What does motion do? Quite a normal setup this. The air does on one side, queen on the other side of the clan castle. Clan castle is difficultly lured. He got 5 healers for the queen walk. 5 healers normally says this base was scouted before and the queen came under heavy death. Yeah, well, she comes as 3 archer towers over there when she is targeting that mortar. Well, luckily she targets it before. A lot of cleanup from that one minion at 4 o'clock. Look at that one minion. That one minion, if he goes to the elixir tank and there's no bombs in there, look at this. He has to deploy a rage on his queen. He's got 8 wall breakers. 8 wall breakers, yes, very hard. Very hard to predict why your wall breakers are going to be on that raid. Clan Castle comes out, again a golem. And when you have a golem, it's very difficult to miner the base. Dragon Rejects filled their CCs very nicely, because the bases we said, well, we're going to miner that. They all had golems in the Clan Castle, so they did check that. But the one we did do was a lurable one, a lurable golem. We took it out, I showed you before. Deploys his king. His king to take down, I think that Tesla over there. The Tesla has to go down. He has to rage his queen again. Queen didn't go through. Tries where he should put the wall breaker. Well, over there, that's no use. Gonna be killed anyway. Queen hits through the wall. This is actually going wrong, going the wrong way. This base was hit before. The base was hit before, and I think the Town Hall 9 which scouted it, I remember now, the Town Hall 9 which scouted it, noticed that the Queen was hitting that wall. Yeah, now I remember. Deploys his wall breakers, no use whatsoever, but, well, he did deploy them. Yeah, the Queen was hitting that wall. That was strange. We thought the Queen would walk outside. We wanted the Queen to walk outside, but then she broke through the wall, and she got an Inferno. So we made a plan out of it. Well, there's no sweepers in the way. Pathing of looting is predictable all the way. Queen is a little bit in trouble because of the sweeper. The healers are thrown away. Whoa, damn it. Those loons missed that Inferno tower, but he's got a haste left. Will he use the haste for that last Inferno tower, or will he do it on the Wiz towers? Has he got some balls, and is he gonna wait? There's minions clean up. Yes, yeah, well, great. Great deployment. Now loon split up, please. Yes, they listen. Sometimes they listen. Sometimes the loonies listen. It's like a bad dog. There's a troll. Tesla in the south, but this raid is going to be successful by motion. Thank you very much, my mate. Clean up 100% triple. Which one is the next one? The next one is classic. Classic, I showed you on the stream how we got this one. Very nice plan. Originally a dragon plan, but because all the skeleton traps were on air, we couldn't get the dragons past the center. We could get them to the top Inferno, but then from the top Inferno it all went to shit. So this is the third attack on this base. Maybe if we could have practiced it some more, it would have been more OP. Because we decided to put the king in here to take down that air dev, because it was an air raid originally. Healers will be deployed quite late because we want the air devs to be gone, and we want the king out of the way. You don't want to know how many times we fucked up a raid because we deployed king in the vicinity of the queen, and when you press the ability, the healers say, oh well, what's up over there? And they target your king, and your complete raid is gone to shit. Queen takes down a lot, and in the 3 raids we did on this base, every time she reacted differently when we came near the king and the enemy queen. One time she would go to the outside and target that gold save, the other time she would target the king. It depends on where the king's walking. But with a rage, the queen is raged and the enemy king will go down. No, he won't. He walks away. He doesn't target the queen. He should target the queen right about now, otherwise that rage is worn out. The rage had little use because the enemy king does not target the queen. Another rage, which was supposed to be for his miners. He deploys miners on the Tesla and on the Inferno over there. But that should be rage and can't be rage right now. He uses his queen ability for the enemy king, and in the last shot of her ability takes down the enemy queen. Clan Castle comes out. That could be a little problem. No, he deployed the poison spell, quite right. The loon from the Clan Castle decided to target not the queen, but decided to target the miners. Miners go through that heavy core, but there are no skeleton traps on ground over there, so they got free play. If you try this and 2 of the skeleton traps are on ground, it won't be a successful hit. You really have to scatter, really have to see where the skeleton traps are. Miners are free play now. Inferno went down, but there's still some heavy def in the top over there at the Wiz tower. But Queen is at good health. Queen will survive the entire raid, or she will target the Hound over there. What will the Hound do? Hound, please follow that miners. Hound, please follow that miners. Queen, get out of the way. Don't target the Hound. Queenie, listen to me. No, man, here is all random. The healers will follow the miners. Well, that's actually a good thing in this raid. And the queen will sacrifice herself. He's got Wizzy left. Wizzy for cleanup. Yes, tries a Wizzy for cleanup, so the miners will group up, but they're healed. They're healed right now, so this is not going to be a problem. Good hit by ASAP Howen. Great. I think we got another high town hall 10 versus 10. Yeah, a lot more where that came from. We're not only hitting the low tiers will go down anyways. I think if you put up anything below a tier 5, below a tier 1, it will go down. It's not that big of a problem. The real challenge is a good anti-3 town hall 10 versus 10. I think that's the most difficult part in the game right now. Although 11 versus 11 are easy sometimes too, especially when it's anti-2 bases with the air depth aligned correctly. You got a spam lunar in your family, well then we're in business. Tesla pops up over there at the king, but he will use his king ability. I think when he's out of reach from the queen. Queen takes heavy damage, has to use a rage over there. Yes, he does. King ability on the Tesla, so there's a lot of cleanup over there. He's got a baby dragon left. And the baby dragon he's got left, that one baby dragon, will play a very important role in the rest of this raid. We did this raid a few times, and I think again the Town Hall 9, which scouted his base, put up a baby dragon. He just had it with him, so it was more lockdown knowledge. Well, that's all our attacks, more lockdown knowledge. Deploys his haste quite early to path those loons to take down that first air def inferno. From here on it must have been a little bit freehand. I think the skeleton spells on the queen will come in right about now. Yes, that queen has to go down. He's got a lot of loons left, but not that many spells left. And look at that baby dragon now. The baby dragon he put in, and I think that was the Town Hall 9 which tried it before. He just had a spare one, and he just deployed it. Well, I've got all my troops. I think Araz did the first hit. And this was the base which was on YouTube, I think. He just deployed the baby dragon over there. And look, it took down one whiz tower, it took down 2 whiz towers. Every def is gone there in the center, only at the edges. But when the clan castle goes down, that baby dragon would have targeted the Inferno tower. He did it in the raid before this. It was very nice to see. And look at the luck. The baby dragon's still alive under Inferno. Some skeleton traps pop up. Queen is completely on the outsides, being destroyed by the Inferno tower. Nothing can save her. There's minions to help, but she decided to walk away, step away from the Inferno, and actually gain health again by those healers which are killed by the Inferno tower right now. He's got a loon as backup for the Inferno tower. Well, I don't think that loon's gonna reach it even. Is he? No. Queen decides, well, to target the whiz tower. Why would she do that? And in her last shot of health, damn it, 3-star. Very well done, Spart. Is this the last? Yes, this is the last 10 versus 10. Again by Spart. He got a 6-pack this war. Again 5 healers, so this base was scouted before and was tried before, I think, by 10 versus 10. Otherwise we wouldn't use 5 healers. Well, there are 3 archer towers over there and an X-bow. Yeah, well, maybe 5 healers was the original ID. Puts the baby dragon over there, Wizzy over there. He really wants the queen to go up counterclockwise. But baby dragons, damn it, they cost 10 troop space. That's a lot, but they are sturdy. Yeah, rages this queen. Queen's got nowhere else to go. Wiz tower, now the archer tower, and now, whoa, puts in some wall breakers. Well, some. Under a rage, they do a lot of damage, don't break to the second wall, unfortunately. Clan Castle comes out while the queen is under the X-bow. Will she survive? She will while she's raged, but well, the poison spell is deployed correctly, so the loon will go down. But the hound will break. Can he save his ability for the enemy queen? He has to deploy some minions to get rid of the minions on the healers. Yeah, well, this one was scouted before, otherwise you wouldn't have put in the minions over there. Deploys a rage again and saves the queen ability. Saves queen ability for the rest of the raid. Yes, this was scouted before. This was done before this plan. This is a cleanup. The wall went down. She's gonna take the west tower. She's gonna take the queen tile, and will no, she cannot reach the. Can she reach the inferno from here on out? She travels north. No, she will stay out of reach. She will go to the west. No, she will hit a wall. She'll hit a wall, break through, but she will stay alive because she's out of reach of the inferno. Those loons and those infernos were very, very nicely done. 5 loons on there, the inferno went down, no problem, like a hot knife through the butter. He's got 1 haste left. He uses a lot of haste. Well, he's going against the sweeper right now. Will the queen take down that sweeper? No, a black bomb comes to the healers. The sweeper is targeted. Oh, damn it. That last sweeper. Ooh, that haste spell. Well, the loon split up. Luckily, loon split up. And with queen ability takes down the last whiz tower. Well, I think if he has to do that again. These are the hits which work 1 in 3 times. 1 in 3 times. You have to have 3 hits, but you do have to have 3 hits, and that's the beauty of the no-dip concept. Normally 10s have to do the 11s, or 10 have to clean up the 9s, or 10 can do whatever they want, but they rarely do 10 versus 10. When you do 10 versus 10 and you do it a lot, then you get more practice in it and you dare to do it more, and then you find out a bow witch is never predictable, and a miner is a little bit predictable. Loon is better predictable, but hits like these, there's no way you can predict those wall breakers will go to that second wall. So it's a 1 in 3 chance, but you have to do it 3 times then. So your 9s have to perform excellently. They have to scout the attacks in the way the Town Hall 10 wants them to. I'm going to show you, I never did this before, but I am going to show you the hit from Classic. It was a great one. It was a great one before I go to our 11 versus 11. This was very late in the war, and well, we knew we had won. They had several mistakes. They had several unsuccessful attacks on the Town Hall 10. But this one seemed great from the beginning. But when he deployed his dragons, we said, well, no, that's never gonna work. But he planned it out nicely. Look at that minion. Minion gets a lot of value. Deploy some giants. Some giants before his enemy queen. The queen, oh yes, he deploys some wall breakers, so the queen will go in there, take down 2 air devs. That's important in this raid. And she's not gonna get a clown castle. Deploys queen ability for that cannon. Cannon won't do shit against the dragons. Oh, if he's lucky. No, he won't get the queen. He won't get the queen, but that's not that important in a dragon raid. And here he said, well, what are you gonna do now, Classic? What are you gonna do now? He deploys almost all his dragons on that very heavy structures over there. So it takes a lot of time for those dragons to go there. But there's only 2 archer towers hitting it. He deploys king on the side. King will clean up nicely, so the funnel of dragons will go immediately to the core, immediately to the Inferno Tower. That was spotted great. Rages his dragons. Dragons split up a little bit again. But those 2 X-bows have to go down. If those 2 X-bows don't go down, this raid will be fucked up. And now we had 2 rages left, but a lot of dragons were gone already. And we said, well, the plan was nice. And I think I dropped out here. I said, well, this is going to be a fail. The 4 Teslas now left. All his loons are gone. The few dragons left. This is never going to be a success. But he did it in the end. Damn well he did it. He deploys a heal right about now. And a rage. Heal and a rage altogether. Dragons are healed and take down that archer tower. The minions help take down that archer tower on the right. Dragons should go to the Inferno Tower right about now. And when I rewatched it, I thought, no, he's not gonna get it, because look at how long those Inferno Towers hit that dragon. Right about 5 seconds now. There's 1 dragon left there, and the bottom, which is targeted by the Archer Tower. Dragons go away from the Inferno again. Little health, little to no health on that Archer Tower dragon over there. And the other ones were away. And even here, I thought this is gonna be a fail. But no, the dragons turn around. Choose to go to that Inferno Tower and not the Dark Elixir tank. The Dark Elixir pump over there. And with 7 seconds left, well, 10 seconds left, this was a triple. Very nice attack, very late in the war, very well planned. We liked it a lot. Much respect for that. Then we get to the 11 versus 11s. We had 4 11 versus 11s. This one was very late in the war. I think is last second. Yeah, this one. Can I pause it over here? This one is this one. Yeah, we had it on a recap. The same, but it was a bow witch attack. I attacked it, I think, as a second. I made a little opener here. We changed some things. The original attack was with a healer on the bowler at the town hall. But again, these bowlers take down these mortars no problem. They're a little bit, protected. The Tesla is great over there, but if you deploy some witches, the Tesla is not going to do anything. He deploys 2 jump spells already and a rage quite early. And now it looks like the troops who are in the Warden go. Look at how many troops go to the town hall. It's difficult to say where they go. How many troops went to the town hall? We thought, damn it, this is going to be another fuck up. I had less troops at the town hall, but because I had less troops at the town hall, the devs behind the town hall stayed up. So my raid was split up in the middle. And the raids he deployed right about now didn't work on my hit. He deployed the last jump spell a little bit more towards the Inferno, because the hit before this was quite successful until the same time as we are now, but the Inferno Tower was not targeted by the Queen. Queen went to 9 o'clock, Completely ignored the Inferno Tower. I think if you watched the stream, I showed you all 3 hits. I showed you the... No, it's about 4 hits, I think. I think I showed you on screen, on the stream. And now, well, you got this queen ability used quite late. The Inferno Tower is down. There's a lot of witches going down there. And that's always with a bow witch. How many troops do you send along the sides and how many troops do you send along the core? Usually when I have all week's practice, 10 or 11 raids, I do bow witch in a lot of farm bases. Then I know better how many troops to send to the side. But it always scares me. It always scares me when about 5 or 6 witches go to one side. I say, damn, I lost those. But you didn't lose them. They will help you in the rest of the raid. And they will distract the mostly heavily protected core. This is a triple. It's a triple. It was on stream. A guy from Bada Bing did it, so credit to him as well. Thank you very much for teaching us. Number 3. Yeah, well, I've seen this planned from the beginning. It was a 3 times attack by Town Hall 11, and every time it was slightly different. But from the beginning we knew, well, there are 2 air devs surrounding the queen over here. 2 air devs and the queen. And you can take out the clan castle when you get the queen into that compartment with the 2 whiz towers over there. Where the baby dragon is going in there, then you take down 2 whiz tower, an archer tower, the warden, queen, and 2 air devs that can be walked. I think the first time he brought 3 rage spells, and he decided to bring 4 because the queen had to be raged maybe 3 times. In one of the attacks she had to be raged 2 times, and here deploys the wall breakers go in nicely. King, look at how many damage King does there. King only with his ability takes down I think about 10% of the base. The second hit the King popped his ability right about now, that's why he popped it earlier. And then the barbarians attacked the archer tower while the clan castle was lured, and that was a problem because the clan castle was lured. We couldn't predict where queen went. The skeleton traps over there with the queen walk and the king. Look at the king, how much damage he does. A lot of damage, and I think the raid before this, the builder hut with near the flags with the flags with the arrows on it. There was a builder hut. It was a 99% raid. The raid before this, only that builder hut stayed on. Now we used 3 rages on his queen, 3 rages on the queen. And the way he deployed the baby dragon in the beginning did destroy that Tesla, and that way he could loon better towards that first Inferno. That's why the loon split up and group up nicely together again. In the second raid he forgot to take down the remaining air dev there on the right side with the left side on 9 o'clock. The air dev with the Tesla. He deployed his loons a little bit more above, so they went to the Tesla and then went to the I think they went to the cannon then. But now he, no, to the air dev, but the air dev got him before. He didn't deploy a haste spell or something like that. Still got queen ability left, still got warden ability left. Warden ability left, uses his warden ability right about now. Queen still got ability left. Well, yeah, he doesn't need to use the ability because this base is going down. There are about 10 loons left, 10 loons left. If you want to see the planning of this raid, use his queen ability now for no use whatsoever. He's got a swag ability, about 10 loons, a lot of health, a lot of minions. If you want to see how we planned this, go to the stream on it's on YouTube, and you can see how we got it in the end. I think this was one of the best. I think that was one of the best hits of the match. Boss, I don't know how, but I think in the first 5 hours of war, this is quite a common base. I told you before on the stream, this is a anti-3. It's an anti-3, but it's more of a hybrid. It looks like they had an anti-2. And change the anti-2 into an anti-3. That's not. Yeah, well, you could do that, but that's a risk. That's a risk you take. Boss came in quite early, and he just came online and said, "Well, I've got a plan for this base. Can I do it?" Yep, he can. Quite a new player with us. I like his style quite a lot. Very clear funneling. Only took some wizzies and some minions for that funnel. Clan Castle comes out. Good clan castle, always unpredictable, but this kill squad is a spam kill squad. It's unpredictable always. You cannot repeat it. Puts in his hoggies, got a free spell over there. Is he going to use it early or late? Early. Ah, damn it. Damn it, only freeze the Inferno and the Tesla. Maybe he could have frozen King as well. Queen still in play, you got queen ability left. And luckily that queen with her ability, took down the Inferno. If she didn't, this raid was not even gonna be a 2-star. No, it would have been a 1-star. Would have been a 1-star. He took a gamble over there, but we knew we had a lot of Town Hall 11 hits. Again, that's the beauty of the no-dip concept. You know you have a lot of Town Hall 11 hits, so you can try something. Was this lucky? No, this was kill. This was kill, but it's completely unpredictable. I think if he has to do it again and the Queen does not target that Inferno Tower, Queen goes to the right a little bit, then you got a 1-star. Very nice hit. It's only cleanup from here on out. Hog raid, Town Hall 11 versus 11. And this was fresh. No scout. He didn't know what was in the clan castle. He did it fresh. Very nice hit. Very nicely done. On the number 2, there is one little shout out I need to give before I give you the very last attack. When you go to the where's Beater Taco, in the end we needed to scout a base, and we said to Beater Taco, which is a fucking Town Hall 9, we said, could you scout number 4? Here he is, Beater Taco, in the top of your screen, his second attack. Beater Taco is a Town Hall 9, anti-3, got 57%. 57%, that's a lot. That's a very, very lot, especially when you're used to normal wars, when they are anti-2s. A Town Hall 10 can't even get 2 stars on a Town Hall 11. That's very difficult. It's one of the more difficult things in the game. And this, again, is this an anti-3? No, I don't think this is an anti-3. I think this is more of a hybrid. If you change out the core a little bit, get the Grand Warden out there and put your Town Hall in there, it's an anti-2. I'm gonna push the replay, otherwise this episode will take a very, very long time. This is more of an anti-2, and anti-2s can be planned. You can plan your walks over here. Don't know how many times this was attacked. Maybe this was a little bit of a YOLO hit. I'll have to check later on. Queen, where will the Queen? Yeah, the Queen will go south. There's no other option than to go south. He brought 3 wall breakers, but he has to distract the archer tower over there. Or will he break in later? No, he won't break in later, because then his king over there. Which wall are you gonna break? The Queen. The healers will be targeted by that air def over there. Breaks down the correct wall. Rages the Queen right about now, because the Queen has to kill some def before she's gonna target the air def. Lost 1 healer, lost almost 2 healers. Yeah, this one was scouted before. Was there a black bomb over there? No, he just decided to loot a clan castle. I think there was a black bomb over there. I thought, there it is. Yeah, now I know it's scouted before. Damn it, again a rage on the Queen, poison, shitty CC, a lot of skeletons over there, and look at the King. The King is still there. You forgot all about him. Tell me honestly, you forgot all about him. But the Queen can walk in here. And take down the air def. Take down the enemy Queen. He has to use Queen ability right about now, I think. Yes, Queen ability takes down the gold safe. And will she take down the last air def? Yes, she has to be. Yes, she takes down the last air def. Look at this. 31% from only a walk. 122 left. And from here on out, it's deploying your spells right. He's got 2 rages. I bet 1 rage will go to the loons, which come from 12 o'clock right about now. Deploys a haste. Queen targets the Whist Tower. All the other loons, well, that's a little bit lucky. All the loons travel over the Town Hall. Group up nicely together. Well, a lot of loons are lost over there. Has some loons for the back end, but there's no there's no hounds left. But Warden ability for the last air def and the last Inferno Tower. What an attack. Well done, Ast. He's an OP looner, he's always looned. He actually tells me he cannot go bitch. He never does Town Hall 10 dips, never. And we told him, well, do a Town Hall 10 dip with go bitch, that's an easy go bitch base. No, I don't do it. He thinks tripling Town Hall 11s is easier. And from here on, it's only clean up. Queen's hitting a wall again. That seems to be one of her favorite hobbies. So again, This was, for us, a very great war against Dragon Rejects. It was the semi-finals of the NDL. We don't know yet who we're going to match next. It has to be Code Enigma or Spartan's Legacy. I think that's fought tonight. Great stats, but a lot of bases were burned on YouTube, so it would be different if we wouldn't have had those bases. Then maybe it would be 106 against 101. Congratulations, Dragon Rejects. You reached the semi-finals of the NDL. There are no pussy clans in the NDL anymore. Well, there never been, but you've reached the top four of best clans in the NDL. We had a great game against you. Little friendly banter. Well, that's always okay. We like you very much. We like your bases a lot. I hope we meet you again. This is it for this. This is it for this recap. Well, it's been 45 minutes of talking straight in a row. This is it for this recap. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed it, please put your thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. I'm Verbal Kent and I'm out. Bye bye.